In the heart of the city where the lights shine bright, there's a tale unfolding under the cover of night. The Federal Bureau, they've come to play, investigating whispers in the light of day. Oh, Mayor Henyard, what have you done? The FBI's here and they're looking for someone. Keep Freeman caught in a fraudulent scheme. It's some suburb scandal, more than it seems. Allegations fly like shadows on the wall in the halls of power where the mighty fall. Bankruptcy fraud, they say he devised. Keep Freeman's game in the public eye. Oh, Mayor Henyard, what have you done? The FBI's here and they're looking for someone. Keep Freeman caught in a fraudulent scheme. It sounds of a scandal, more than it seems. So here we stand as the truth unfolds in the South Suburb, the story is told. Mayor Henyard's fall, keep Freeman's light. A tale of corruption brought into the light.
Man, do we have a good one for you tonight? Oh my God, it got lit up last night. Oh man. So while I was streaming, I was recording, I recorded the whole damn thing. Oh. Now, some of it is interesting. Some of it is just downright horrible. Some of it, as you're about to find out, is just straight up wrong. There are so many shenanigans going on right now. I can't even begin to start on how much crap happened last night while I was streaming. It is so insane that I had to go back and watch it a couple of times just to make sure what I was seeing was correct. It blew my mind that these people just had no consideration.
Next, we have public comment, and it is 3 minutes. Everybody, just so you're aware, we have an ordinance that say you cannot disrupt the meeting. If you disrupt the meeting, you will be removed from our meeting. So if everybody would please stay in order and be respectful of each other. Whether you like what someone's saying or not, please keep your comments to yourself so they can get through their
sports highlights. Good to
and
see
then also
you.
I see the board of trustees have
Hey,
white
Taz,
seats,
hugs.
trustee
Oh,
voucher.
man,
And Norwood, is it a reason you guys switched
this is
seats?
crazy
Does it
stuff.
have to be a reason? I just asked the question. Everything y'all be so hostile. Is there a reason you guys switched seats? Nope. All right.
Does it matter?
Seems as though you want to go
Doesn't have anything to
first.
do with you,
You got to keep
sweetheart.
up with the votes. I think Brittany probably just couldn't keep up with them. But okay. All right, 3 minutes. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Who you
This
got
could get bad.
for first? Who's first?
Good evening. Good evening.
You'll be listening, but unfortunately, you have one of your famous migrants.
Good evening.
Sorry to hear that.
First of all, I'd like for
Thank you.
everyone that would please, and I'll yield my 3 minutes to it. Let's give our firefighters a standing applause.
It's about to get crazy. This is in Dalton, Illinois. Dalton, Illinois, Wendy. It is crazy. You have not seen anything.
I think it
as
is only
insane
fair.
as this
I
is
think
about
it is
to be.
only fair as citizens of Dalton that we let them know that we're 100% behind you, because we've got same issues and yours are in our
Yes, they
hearts as
do.
well. And for my residents, again,
Oh.
I'm not going to address the dais. I'm going to address my residents. We all know how it goes. We put on a shit show, and that's the word for it, at Thornton Township, because we argued amongst ourselves. The media is here. If we're going to give them something, we're going to give them a good show. Let's be calm. Let's be cool. Let's not give anybody a reason to disrupt this meeting, to call it.
Oh,
The only way we're going to get what we want
it is going to get so
and get to the
disrupted.
point of anything is that we
Gonna get
hold to it.
crazy.
This is our fight. This is our fight. We've been
We
fighting
have
it a
no
long
idea.
time, and
No
it's
idea.
going to end. But we've got to want it to end and end right. Again, to the
Yes, the
firefighters,
mayor
as a former
stole
civil servant,
firefighters'
I
money.
applaud you. Thank you.
That gets addressed.
All right. Who's next?
Yes. Oh, this lady, she has a
Good
little bit to
evening,
say.
residents and trustees. I stand here, this is my first time actually attending a meeting, and I'm a little thrown aback because I received my tax bill. My tax bill is 3 times what it was last installment.
That's what happens.
My alleys are messed up. I have garbage all over the place. I have a couple of abandoned houses on my block. My property value is
Yes, Bonnie.
down
So
because
she does.
of the fact of this. But my property tax go up 3 times. I'm not accepting that.
Don't
I
worry,
need
the
to know
feds are
what's
coming
going
for her.
on. Why
They'll
can't
get there.
Dalton Ellis get proper
They will get
road
to her.
repair
Bonnie.
or
Don't you worry.
houses being
It
repaired?
doesn't happen overnight.
You say
They
you
got to build a
did
case.
all of this. You have not done anything. Nothing for,
It's good
I
to
don't know what even side that is, but
Check.
the Dalton,
This is
the Dobson Ellis Avenue. It's horrible over there. Trees are down, everything. But you say you beautifying the village? No. And my property taxes go up. I pay for this. I've been here for 30 years. This is the worst I've ever seen this village.
nice to meet you, Wendy.
I am
Nice to meet you
appalled to even
also.
be a resident. You have your head down. You need to be looking up at what I'm saying. Because we are tired. Not me. I'm tired of hearing Tiffany Henyard did this. Tiffany Henyard did this. I need to know where my money is going.
Mhm.
I work every day.
Tell them truth.
And you just gonna sit there and write like you don't even see me standing here.
That's right.
I have a problem with that. You say you're for the people, but how can you be for the people and you're not even looking at the people?
No, she won't.
I am a resident here in Dalton and of Thornton Township. And you need to be addressing
Oh yeah,
us,
yeah.
not your
they-
attorney.
They're building up a case.
You
Or
still
Lightfoot
haven't looked up.
is investigating
And I hope
them.
I
Not
stand
that
here
she
for
should
3
be,
minutes
but
and watch you not
now
look
this
at me.
lady makes some good points, but she's
Because you best believe
she's a little
if
bit
I
out
can
of
get
line.
off on another Monday, baby, I'm gonna be here with my big mouth
That's right.
saying the same exact thing.
Come on in.
I need to know what's going on with the money in the village of Dalton.
Yes.
I'm like everybody else. Las Vegas trip,
Uh-huh.
we need to know what happened there. I'm looking at you, Andrew Holmes.
Oh,
I
Andrew.
need to know what happened.
What happened,
I need to
Andrew?
know what's going on. Because if things are going like this,
Lady wants to
anybody
know.
can have this happen to them. And she's gonna allow it. Because she's the mayor.
That's right.
All right, that's
Tell
your
'em.
3 minutes.
Oh, now you look up.
All right,
Hey, how
who's
you
next?
doing?
Who's next?
Don't make these ladies angry. They're not going to tolerate this. We've been following it for a while. It is unbelievable, Bonnie.
Good evening.
These guys right here.
My name is Adam Fari. I'm the president of Dalton
This is
Fire
important.
Local 3766. I'm here today with fellow members of 3766 looking for answers. Since January of 2020, the village has chose not to settle a contract and refused to bargain with us. They have ignored all requests to reach an agreement and resolve the current situation going on within the fire department. After endorsing Mayor Henyard in 2021, she proceeded to replace our full-time deputy chief with a part-time deputy chief who contributed to her campaign fund. This is where the problems began. Local 3766 filed and won the grievance on a clear violation of our contract. What followed was a dysfunctional negotiation process, which leads us to inform the residents that we've been serving the village without a contract for 5 years. Currently, the village still refuses to negotiate, making progress extremely difficult and if not impossible. The second issue is our 457 accounts, which have been in litigation since 2022. This account is set up for individuals to invest their own money into a retirement fund. The money is withdrawn from the members' paychecks and is supposed to be sent to Nationwide. The village does not follow these steps and has no accountability of where the money is or if they've spent it.
So that is their money. That just, Cynthia, this should touch you right here. Good evening, Cynthia. Holy crap, did you just hear that? These guys, their retirement pension, their funds have been just dispersed to where nobody knows. Well, prayers for your mom being in hospital, and may she find peace. Sorry to hear that, Taz. Really sorry to hear that. That's never good. Man. Yeah, this one right here. This is going to touch Cynthia right here. Ooh, this is crazy.
Once this was discovered, the administration was informed via email by the previous union president that these missing deposits can be considered theft of wages. They reacted by placing him on an administrative leave for inappropriate emails.
Damn.
To this date, we are still 9 to 10 deposits short. This shows lack of accountability and is an act of gross negligence. The third issue, health insurance. Health insurance is covered under the collective bargaining agreement, Article 14. The members of the fire department have run into several problems with our premiums not being met. This has led members and families' claims being denied, but also being sent to collections. This has been brought up to the village numerous times. All requests to date have been ignored. A grievance was filed and escalated to step 4. The fourth issue is our union dues. Per our collective bargaining agreement, Article 3, dues checks, the village is responsible for contributing union dues. We were missing 11 checks since 2023, $12,610. We received 3 unspecified checks.
Wow.
This can also be looked at as theft of wages. Keith Freeman's response to the step 3 process was, this is an issue on the trustees that they do not vote for the bills from the warrant list at the board meetings. The newest issue is work comp. In the past, we've had multiple issues with work comp to where members have been hurt on the line of duty and their claims have not been filed properly, which led to multiple members being sent to collections. I know that the police department is dealing with similar issues. So my question is, do we have workman's comp insurance? The Dalton Fire Department is here to serve and protect the residents of the village of Dalton, and we do this with pride. We will continue to serve despite the fact our health insurance is not being paid, our retirement funds are being taken from us, and workers' compensation claims are not being handled properly. These are serious issues, and they need to be addressed and fixed immediately.
Sorry, my stuff wasn't being taken care of like that. See you, bye.
Call the next person. Call the next person.
Man, good to see you, Mary Waltz. Good to see you. Glad you could make it.
Next person to the mic, please.
May she find peace. May she find peace. Serious Taz.
I wrote it out. Even get up here. Oh, okay. I thought she started it. All right. So I'm Be Calm today. Just wanted to address first the trustees and just thank you guys for the wonderful job you're doing. Mine is Stan and Andrew. Andrew, I don't even know why you're here. Stan, did you step down from the township yet? Because that's what you said you was going to do the last meeting. All right. So it's just ridiculous that we have a corrupt mayor.
Hey, Squid.
And somebody that's just so evil and that just don't care about the residents. All of us hardworking, educated residents, and we have this to deal with. This is a shame. This is a sham. The fire department, they just came strong. Do we even have a benefit specialist for the village of Dalton? Like that should be like the person that should be answering these questions. It's actually the benefit specialist for Dalton. I'm gonna go a little bit off topic, but I feel bad for them because they're not getting what they're supposed to get. And we have HR, and HR should be in charge of benefits. Why is that not being paid? That's ridiculous. I guess that's the reason why she didn't hire me, because I was supposed to be her HR, but then she went with whoever else that's not up there to, I guess, defend what these people are talking about. Anyway, just gonna ignore her because she ignores everybody else. Let me just say that not gonna be long. I do have an event coming up. Since I can't do much stuff in the township throughout Thornton, I have partnered with Robbins, the village that Keith Price stole $90,000 from. Remember that? Yeah. So I have partnered with them to do an event. It's a back to school event. It's at the end of August. I am taking wig donations. Tiffany, if you have any you want to donate, you can. I'm also taking school supplies as well as other things. If you guys want to reach out, my email address is survivorviv1@gmail.com. I am taking all donations that you guys can give. It's from back to school, it's for the children, and it's for the residents. It's definitely for patients that have cancer or that have went through radiation, something that, you know, she promised that she would do for people, but she's not going to do it. So I'm just going to try and do my best. And with the help of anybody that's able to help, I would definitely appreciate it. And I just want to speak on the murder that happened in Dalton that she still haven't addressed. It's ridiculous because the funeral is Friday and she haven't even said anything. We know Andrew Holmes is not going to get up and say anything because he's not us, excuse me, for us. But it was a murder that happened in Dalton. If anybody have any video footage on this street, please, please, please let us know because it happened June 13th at 1 a.m.
3 minutes are up.
Oh, thank you. Because you want me to stop talking about a murder that you won't talk about?
Are up. Who's next?
Yeah, I guarantee those firefighters looking at other departments, dedication only goes so far when it comes to providing for themselves and their families. Yes. And if they're injured on the job, they're not being taken care of.
Good evening, everyone. Let me start. I've had an epiphany, and I wanted to apologize for a comment I made at the Thornton Township meeting that there was no disrespect to her daughter intended. However, I understand things can be misconstrued, misinterpreted. So I wanted to just set the record straight. It was a total compliment. It wasn't a diss, but I do apologize if it was taken that way. Tiffany, I didn't intend for it to be any kind of diss. The diss was directly toward you. So I just wanted to make that clear and apologize for anyone that misconstrued my intention. Having said that, Tiffany, why do you not care about other people's children? Long live Alexis Wilson. You never made a comment that was, with regard to the family and what they were going through. That in and of itself is a travesty. I mean, as a mayor, someone in your position to not even acknowledge such an egregious act from your department at the time. So I don't understand why there's such a distinction on caring about children. Then, also the, excuse me. Okay. Also the park district, to find the park district because they're trying to beautify the parks and make them safe for the children. What's the point or purpose in that? Who doesn't like a nice park? Who doesn't want to take their children to a nice
workman's comp has
park
been
with mulch?
like
To give
injured
them
really
fines
bad.
like that,
Like they're not getting paid
your
on their
political
workman's comp.
agenda is just not right. It doesn't benefit the residents.
Like,
it's not a good look.
Thousands of
And I don't
dollars have gone
understand,
missing.
why you continue to try to paint the park
And they
district in a bad light. You had a video, you were live after an event. I'm not even sure what your intention was, but it seems like it was to show
Fire
the park
department
district
is
in a
in-
bad light.
And
It looked
it's
like
not
it was
just the fire department,
staged.
it's
There
also
were
the police
bottles and
department.
just things left behind, which, I don't know the authenticity of that video. It looked staged, honestly, because I do think that the park district commissioner, really puts a lot into making sure that the parks stay up to par. So not sure why that is. Also, just want to speak to why you think it's okay to just run things the way that you want them to go. And anytime there's a problem, you allow your henchmen to attack. Even at the township meeting, when the trustees stand up for themselves, you basically let the vendors just unleash their war on the trustees for asking questions, for making sure that they follow the process. And it's just so unprofessional that you would subject, your colleagues to that when they are asking valid questions and making valid points.
You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
All right, who's next?
That was funny. The disrespect wasn't to your daughter, it was to you, Tanya. Mayor Hayworth. God. Oh.
Good evening, everyone. The 4 trustees, Madam Clerk, and my fantastic residents of the Village of Dalton. I have no more warnings. No more warnings.
Mm-hmm.
All we ask for is transparency when it comes to our tax dollars and proper protocol on how it's being spent. That's all we want. We have a right to know, along with the Board of Trustees, the Gestapo-style tactics that was displayed at my home on June 24th by a village employee will not be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. I will not tolerate it.
Right.
I took that as a direct threat to do bodily harm to me, and I'm too old to get whoopings. I think the last one I had, I was 15. The employee stated, I have a recording of it, and it's not the first time she has stated it, and I quote, that she will quit her job right now. And then she proceeded to get out of her vehicle and come towards me. And like I said, I'm too old to get any type of whooping. She stated the same thing to Long Island Audit. That's also on video. That she might as well quit her job right now because she is going to get fired. Mr. Freeman, you might want to look into that.
Ooh.
Because I know the mayor says she don't handle anything.
On fire.
And she passed a buck to you. But this is serious business. But before somebody get hurt, you might want to look into that for real. And I would appreciate if you look into
You're good.
What your employees are out here doing.
You don't have to worry about it, Cynthia. You're fine.
Also, Mr. Moore, I am going to pray for you because 3 Deep came to my house that you called, and I didn't appreciate that. Bad look on my block because it wasn't warranted. So be careful of the things that you do. Okay?
Tell them.
Because when it's all said and done, the God that I serve, He have the last say so on all of this. And you will reap, whether it's good or bad. And I'm included in that too. You will reap what you sow. You either can sow good oats or bad oats.
Hey,
Thank you.
How you doing? As your seat. Unfortunately, it's what I did to myself today. Yep, floor and had met one other, got stuck between the radiator. I see. Now, Welsh lady, you just can't come in here saying these kinds of things. You said that you got stuck between a radiator and a chair. Welsh lady, you know, that is the beginning of some sort of porn movie right there. Welsh lady, shame on you. You know, it's like, oh, I'm stuck in the dryer. Good job, Welsh lady. No, you're not stuck in the dryer. Oh, I'm stuck in the cushions on the couch. Welsh lady, stop it. By the way, I do hope that you're okay, but she knows that she knows I'm messing with her.
Good evening. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dalton Police, or should I say executed by Dalton Police within 1 minute of their arrival. 1 minute. That's all they gave her. 52 seconds, he's punching her with his flashlight in his hands. And 4 seconds later, she has 7 bullets.
Damn it.
You and your officers put out a narrative that blamed it on my child. And to this day, I still have people that search me out to tell me that my daughter deserved what she got, that she deserved it. Because nobody's really looking at the video. They don't want the truth. They want to go with the narrative that the police put out. But those police were crooked. And so let's talk about those officers. Let's talk about Ryan Perez, right? Alexis was his 4th police-involved murder. He had killed 3 others before this. As a matter of fact, Dalton is at least $13 million in debt from the lawsuit, the $33.5 million lawsuit that Lacey and Perez were involved in. Yeah, that lawsuit was paid up. There's no money for that. They had $10 million in insurance. So she's still fighting that lawsuit, trying to come down on that amount, that $33.5 million. Lady, if your daughter was killed, your child was killed by police, there is no amount of money. What did you do about those officers? Why was he not sitting at a desk or sitting at home? Because she was number 4. If you would have did something about 1, 2, or 3, he wouldn't have been there that night. And my daughter would be here. So again, while you ignore me, while you look down, close your eyes and imagine it's your child. Okay, because it was mine. And what y'all did to my life, what y'all did to my life. She was only 19, unarmed, an entrepreneur. She was a good girl. But what did you say, Tiffany?
Mom's laying into her.
I stand with my officers. They did do the right thing. And they took a criminal off the streets tonight. They have probably prevented other crimes that might have or could have or would have
Pictures, Welsh lady.
happened in
Pictures.
the village of Dalton. But Tiffany, answer me this. What crime did she do that night? What crime did she commit that night?
I'm sorry, be
What
careful of your
crime
ribs. Be
did
careful
she
of your ribs.
commit
Don't laugh
that
too hard.
night
Miss Wilson,
that deserved execution?
Get her.
Don't get her. I got it.
So does anyone know what happened to her daughter? I believe her daughter was shot by police. The circumstances, I do not know. But her daughter was shot by the police. I believe this was the 4th officer involved shooting that the officer was in. The details of why or what happened, I don't know. And I'm not going to try to make this lady's pain any worse than it is, because that's got to be rough to lose your daughter in any circumstance, whether it was something that the daughter brought upon herself or that the police did wrong. Either which way, it doesn't matter. Loss of life is no good. Got that much. Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot. I can't help it. I
Call
work,
the next person.
work being,
Call the next
being an
person.
idiot. It's hard work.
Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson.
No.
I'm saying it. Sergeant Young is saying it. We're gonna conduct this meeting. Ma'am, I'm just standing up here. I'm acting today, but today we're gonna have a respectful meeting, just like Miss Yvonne said. Okay.
That was my niece, Cara Wilson. My name is Terry. Alexis Wilson was my great niece. I've been with my Cara for years now, and I was with Alexis for many years. Cara is a great example of a mother. Her compassion shows in what she does. She works at an autism center. She loves children. She has love in her heart. You know, I don't know why any of us are here for these things. This is so surreal.
They cut the microphone.
I have a question. Are people allowed to ask you a question? That's not
Oh,
like, is that
hell no.
policy?
No
Is
pictures.
that why
Nope,
everybody
not gonna
just
happen.
talks? And because I got some, see, I want some answers. I guess that ain't it though. Huh? Well, Super Mayor, I want to know one thing. I've known some super people. Okay. And you know, they were there for me. They gave me what I needed when I was down, when I was hurting. And when this woman's child was shot, why weren't you there for her? Why did you back the person that shot my great niece? I can't believe this world is coming to this. It's good and evil, and I think we can all see what evil is, right? Right.
I didn't cut it. It's just his audio is cutting out.
I will pray for you also. And that man over there, you need to stay away from my niece's house.
Oh,
All right, call the next person.
it gets worse. Trust me, it's gonna get worse. Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
I'm going to draw a quick analogy, especially after what I just heard again and what has been ignored once again by this administration. We're all familiar with that foul landfill on the Bishop Ford. The foul odor that comes out of that smells like a bed of roses compared to this administration.
Oh,
they are beyond foul.
Hey, Wesley, good to see you.
What they did with Alexis Wilson is just one.
Hope you're
One of
having
them.
a wonderful
It's
evening.
huge. Don't get me wrong, but there are so many other things that need to be addressed with this administration. For instance, right now, the Attorney General has sent these people, not a cease and desist, but they're going to open an investigation into their violations of the Open Meetings Act.
Yes.
They ignored the first letter. They sent them a follow-up letter because I have copies of all that.
Oh,
And believe me, it will go further. But you all can ignore us. You all can whisper your little sleep muffins or whatever the hell you're
thank you,
doing up there.
Taz. I appreciate it.
But you are not going to get away with all the garbage that you pulled. At Thornton Township, I know you don't want to be talking about Thornton Township, but you let one of your trustees talk about Thornton Township incessantly at every meeting. So I'm going to talk about what you did at Thornton Township.
Oh.
You had the gall to print your behind in there an hour late and then cancel the meeting after we had been waiting and waiting. Cancel the meeting, reschedule it for Friday at 8 p.m., hoping that they would show up. And again, it backfired on you. You're not nearly as smart as you think you are.
Oh.
Trust me, people see the garbage that you put out. And it's worse than a damn landfill. You got unqualified people in high places that you know need professionalism, but for some reason, well, we know the reason because they're going to, I still got time left.
I'm trying.
You know they're going to do exactly what
His audio is just garbage.
For instance, that meeting that you guys canceled, and then you sick your dog on certain people in there, and then you put all those people up there to filibuster, until you finally get your way. If I understand that happened tonight, you finally got your way at tonight's Thornton Township meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet you won't run out of late for bingo. I bet you had your butt there on time for that. You're on time for your nail salon for your nail appointment when you come dancing in there 1 hour late. Actually, you said Keith Freeman on that, didn't you? I thought you were afraid to face us that day. That was a really cowardly act. I know you hear me because you know me. You dig? And this will not stop until you pretend to be professional. And better yet, get the hell out of our village because we are sick of you people messing over us and treating us like dirt. Really disgusting.
Damn. Tell him. Tell him. Yeah, dude, pull the mic away from mouth a little. Good to see you, Bad Duck. Oh,
Good
doing well
evening.
this evening.
I just wanted to say, I
Okay, guys, you have to keep order. Everybody was quiet when
I
everybody
listened to
spoke.
what everybody else had to say. I want to say that I'm very proud of what I see going on here in the village of Dalton. When you look at the cleanliness of your community, and I wish that our side can look like that as well.
Charlie Brown's teacher.
I want to say that you guys got to.
Well, he was saying that they stank to high hell. And this guy right up here, he's the white knight. He's the little simp. He's going to come rolling in. And yes, it's good to see it. No, he comes rolling in. He's just like, I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you. I see you guys are doing all this good work. Well, maybe in his neighborhood, maybe he's being paid. Just sort of like that TikTok kid that's being paid by the Biden administration to say nothing but good things.
Continue to work together. That's the only how you're going to get things accomplished and done.
T-Rex,
is working together. Again, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for what you are doing in Dalton and in Thornton Township. We do appreciate that. And that's what I wanted to say. When you talk about monies that's coming back to the South suburbs, talking about $1 million, $500,000.
$1 million. You're 13 million in the hole.
You were one of the two mayors. Hazel Crest Mayor brought back money to his community. Dalton brought back money to their community. Rich Township brought money back, and we have money in Thornton Township. So those niggas ought to be commended because we haven't seen that amount of money come to the South suburbs in years. So again, thank you for your job that you are doing to progress our area. I hope that everybody can come together and work together. That's the only how you're going to get things done. You got to work together. You got to set your differences aside. You have to set your differences aside and work on behalf of the people. So again, thank you for what you're doing. And again, we have not seen this amount of money in the South suburbs in a long time. Thank you.
No, because they've been taking it from you. They've been taking all your money. They raised your property taxes and they're jacking money out of your pocket left and right. Oh, yeah. Big gay. Yeah, big gay. I agree. I agree with you there. Good to see you, Melissa Joy. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you guys are out of order. All right, who's next?
Good evening, Mayor Tiffany, trustees, and the residents of Dalton. Sometimes I can't get into the meeting, but I see it on television. We are just demonstrating really, really good for the media. And I'm tired of it. I am tired of coming to a meeting where I can hear humiliation about the mayor. I'm tired of.
Sweetheart. If your mayor wasn't corrupt, you wouldn't be getting the media attention. When things are running smooth, nobody complains. Things are not running smooth for your city. And this is just like a typical turn a blind eye to all the shenanigans, all the BS, and that's all that they want to do. Just like, oh, we don't see what's going on over here. No, it didn't happen. Sweetheart, listen to the rest of the residents and what they're telling you. They're telling you bad stuff is going on. Oh, man.
I mean, we all supposed to be in Christ, but we talk like we don't have any love.
Christ
we don't
has
have
nothing
any
to do
peace
with
in
it.
our heart. And I know
Has
you
nothing to do with
guys
it.
are angry and there's issues to be solved. But check this out. Why don't we all try to work together and solve this? Trustees.
Oh, I love it. I guarantee you back in the 60s, she was a hippie that she threw on the flower power and was just like, we can all work together to make it work out. We can all make it happen. We can make it work. Sweetheart, that's not how things work in the real world. Because as much as you're going, oh, well, we can make this all beautiful, those people will take your pension. They will take your house. They will leave your entire neighborhood in ruins, and you would let them because, oh, they'll be nice to me eventually. Yeah, this is Dalton near Chicago, Izzy. This is Dalton near Chicago. Feel sorry for this lady. She's just so simped.
Mayor, residents, all of us, all we can do is just work together
Be
and
safe.
try to figure this out. We can't figure this out if we're going to be angry all the time and we're going to accuse Tiffany of everything. The FBI is investigating her. Let her be investigated.
Yeah, they're investigating her and her second hand over there. I'll show you who she's talking about is also being investigated because he lied about his bankruptcy, saying he wasn't making money. Guy's pulling in money from Thornton Township. He's pulling in tons of bucks.
And we don't have to worry about anything. Let's worry about.
No, you do have to worry about everything. If your city is being run roughshod about, turning a blind eye does not do you any good, sweetheart.
Getting together in Dalton as peaceful residents like we
They are
always
peaceful,
have been.
trust me.
I've been in here over 20 years. Same thing went on with Mayor Rogers. It's just got to stop you.
Oh my God, this lady is insufferable. Melissa Joy, you became a new YouTube member again. That is awesome. That is so cool. Here, I'll give you a little dance. How's that? That was for you, Melissa Joy. Thank you. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I thought you were already a member. You must just have renewed. Oh, I love it. I love it. And you know, it comes with some perks. You get advance notice on all the shorts and the videos and the music that I do. Oh, you get advance of all that stuff. Awesome. Here we go.
Guys, we got to learn how to work together and live together. Don't we want
Sing
Dalton to move
kumbaya.
forward? Dalton
Sing
can't move
kumbaya.
forward if
Let's
all
do
of
it.
us want to be angry
yeah.
all the time and disagreeing and can't agree on anything.
Yeah,
We
you can.
have to learn how to agree to disagree. If we don't, we're not going anywhere. Let her bring the funds in. If she's misusing them, let her be investigated and they say, hey, whatever they have to do to her. But we're not getting anywhere coming in here disrespecting her as the mayor.
I'm thinking she needs a little kumbaya square circle thing. Kumbaya, my daughter, kumbaya. First time speaking, but I've watched you for a while. You're from Australia. Well, welcome from Australia. We've got quite a few people that come in here from Australia, and I will show you the New Zealand dick cleaner later, just so you know. Okay, if it's the same thing with that other person now, just maybe elect better people with good policies instead of the party you vote for. Yeah, that is the trick to it, because it doesn't matter Democrat, Republican, as long as they are doing the job that you're electing them to do. You don't run into this problem. Whenever a mayor, whenever a politician does things against the will of the people, you're going to hear this kind of outrageous stuff where they're like, this is not what we asked for. This is why you do research on your politicians before you elect them to basically run your life or represent you. You know, it goes back to You know, I bring this up often. It goes back to me being a mechanic, working in a shop. You got a bad mechanic working in that shop, it reflects on the whole shop. If you've got a bad politician that's representing you, just like a mechanic would be representing me for the company that I work for, if that person is representing you poorly, you're up in their grill. You want them gone. You do not want them representing you anymore. You will do everything to make sure that they receive no help, no guidance, because you want them gone, because they are misrepresenting what you're all about. You will force them out of that space. I'm pretty sure it happens here on YouTube. Here's the bad part about it is trying to force somebody out is a pain in the ass because they're misrepresenting you. They're doing bad things to you, your brand, your group, your association, whatever it is. You don't want those bad people there. So same way you get bad politicians. If you got bad politicians in a certain section, you want them gone. You do not want to have them represented. You want to make them feel as uncomfortable as possible. That's what these citizens are doing. They're making her feel uncomfortable. They're shining a light on all the bad shit that she's doing. Oh, my Lord.
And it's all over television. And it's all over television. I just want you all to know we need peace. We need peace. We need peace. You
don't like having your dirty laundry, Aaron.
We're
You
not
don't
gonna
air
get
out your
anything
dirty
done if
laundry.
we don't get any peace. That's okay if she look at me. I'm a resident of Dalton, and I love Dalton. I love Dalton.
Good, you
I
should.
just want all of you guys to know we need peace. We need to work together in Dalton. Whatever Tiffany has done, let the law deal with it, and we can move on with our lives. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm too old to move and find another home, but I do want to live in a safe neighborhood. I do want to live where I can have peace and walk out of my house. You understand that? You know, I didn't come to be your enemy. I didn't come to
Audio coffee, you're not supposed to stick things in your butt. Just remember this. Sorry that you got pokey. That sucks. I hate that. They don't. Yeah, then don't put out dirty, smelly laundry to air. And that's what this mayor has done, is put out the dirty, smelly laundry.
be anybody's friend. I came representing myself and my home in
No,
Dalton.
sweetheart. It's okay.
Very much.
It's okay.
All right. Anybody else?
Represent yourself.
No. Please.
She's like, no. You sit down.
Anyone
There
else
ain't gonna
after
be
that?
no
That's it?
fisticuffs tonight.
All right. That's the end of public comment. Who else? You got one more? Is that it?
One more public comment.
Renee?
Uh-oh. Now, Renee here, he has things to say. He has a lot of things to say. Keep an eye on this guy right here. All right, keep an eye on this guy because he comes very impeccably important. You have no idea. This place in Canton are equally scummy. Yeah. This guy right here is one to watch.
This is crazy. Testing. Basically, on May 8, 2021, history was made, and you became the first Black female mayor inaugurated into office in Dalton. It's as what
He cut his audio.
Dalton forward with a platform for change and an intent on moving Dalton forward. Instead, this administration has made Dalton the concern of the nation, if not the world, with a future full of uncertainties. In 2023, this high Of course, Mayor Henyard became a public spectacle as you decided, at the behest of the men you choose to be surrounding yourself with, men who understand criminality and not good government. You came to handle the people's business dressed as Nino Brown, a movie crime boss, and in turn gained the attention of the media in a way Dalton never deserved. Instead of highlighting the historic achievement that God gave you, you literally are going to, and to be the beacon of hope, especially to Black women and Black girls. This administration has been nothing short of an example of everything not to do. And you have hijacked the constituents' procession to progress. In our investigation of the INA, and this is my Lori-like report, our findings are becoming more clear as the days progress. We find this administration to be self-serving, like the $1.2 million Just Ice rink, and
you have no idea how on fire this guy gets.
Not the gem of a fountain, or not repairing the gem of a fountain at the heart of the village, and you did it without board approval. Self-enriching, enriching through charities and real estate ventures and kickbacks. Negligent at the continuous hiring of unqualified henchmen that are weaponized in government at your beck and call. Complicit, not pressing your department to solve vital cases, and your political allies to address allegations as egregious, even as sexual assault. Retaliatory, considering the amount of those seeking civil litigation as a legal remedy, and oppressive, for example, not even being able to conduct a meeting where people are not in a hostile environment giving public comment for where they live. As the mayor, we found you to be derelict in your duties, and you delegate funds inappropriately, not at the best interest of the residents, but at yourself, leaving the people of this community wanting for better. And your leading has caused the concerns of your constituents to think.
They cut him off again.
Burdens and tax repercussions. In your police are trying to kick me out for fake restraining orders that no one has. However, it's really simple. You have lost the confidence of your residents.
Your 3 minutes are up.
Residents that are in agreement to stand and give this mayor your back.
3 minutes are up. Your 3 minutes are up. Y'all do everything for.
Oh, and see, a man comes in, speaks truth, and shut down. Oh.
Clickbait. All right. Anybody else?
Oh, she calls it clickbait.
Who else? All right, Renee, you have the mic.
That means that man was coming in there and he was shouting some truths right there, and everybody knows it. Oh, yeah, he's bringing recipes with truth. Yeah, and everybody got their phones out. You saw that. Everybody's got their phones out. They're just like, brother is bringing it. Love it.
All right, Renee, you have the mic.
Renee. Ladies first.
Who is Renee? Okay, go ahead. Now you have the floor.
Oh, he comes back.
First of all, I feel that the people who have been speaking up till now have been doing an eloquent job of it. I did not put my name on a list to speak. However, I was told I had to put my name on a list to be in this building. But since you have called me out, I'm going to call you out. You're disrespectful. It's disheartening to see you. You have turned our whole community into, I don't want to use that word, let's say a circus. And the circus come to town, the clowns come out, and I'm looking at you guys, and I don't appreciate it. And I don't appreciate how you sit there and disrespect people and don't even give them the courtesy of looking them in the eye.
Worry about
I'm
it.
looking at you.
If
they don't agree with you, you don't look, you're disrespectful. And it's sad.
I still like recipes.
It's really sad. And I'm sorry that our village has come to this. And like I said, I have nothing prepared because my name was on a different list. But you want to call me out, let's do it. I don't understand why I
muted her. They muted her.
I don't understand that. And I don't appreciate that. Your house probably not even in Dalton. So when the fire come and the whole town burned down, you really don't give a damn.
Oh,
Anytime you treat the firefighters that way,
oh,
it's deplorable. And like I say, I don't have anything planned to say because everybody else does it so eloquently.
oh.
It is what it is.
Armando.
All right. Anyone else?
Good job, ma'am. Good job. Damn.
Okay.
She brought the fire. You don't have to speak eloquently, sweetheart. You just have to bring the truth. That's exactly what
You
she
guys are out
did.
of order.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Hi, sorry guys, I'm nervous. I usually don't speak at anything. And I gave everybody a chance to speak and say their piece. So I hope to have the same. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I have nothing against anyone on the board, not the administration, the clerk, or the mayor. I go by Burgundy Blue. I have counsel in the chat for doxing. So if you guys want to drop my name, that's doxing as well. So this is being recorded. I'm the creator of Burgundy Blue Commentary. I'm also a Dalton resident channel on YouTube. I've been covering the happenings in Dalton since February 2024. I stuck my toe out there because I thought it was just one-sided, and I wanted to, as a resident of this town for 38 years, throughout the years, I have always been a strong supporter of my community, and I've actively worked for the betterment of our village. I even worked for the village myself.
Sweetheart, if you're a YouTuber and you can't speak in front of people, you got issues. You need to work on it. Just saying. Little advice from one YouTuber to the other. You got a channel, you got a YouTube channel, and you want to do the YouTube, you got to not be afraid of speaking in front of people. Don't worry about it, Burgundy. We got you. We got you. You do your thing. Watched this before, and it was atrocious. Oh, you have no idea. It gets worse. You don't like public speaking and you have a YouTube channel? Sweetheart, I have no problem speaking up in front of people. I've performed in front of 15,000 people. I have no problem getting up in front of a crowd and performing. I don't have performance issues. You've become your canning session listen tonight is roasted corn poblano salsa. That sounds so good, Mickey D. Oh man, see now you just got to learn how to do chow chow. You learn how to make chow chow, we might have a discussion because my wife likes her some hot chow chow on her hot dog. Not like that, not those kind of hot dogs. Get your mind out of the gutter, Walsh lady. I saw you thinking about it.
My focus has always been presenting a comprehensive view of Dalton, especially history, showcasing all sides of our hometown through the ride-alongs and exploring. However, in April and May, I encountered harassment from an individual who came.
That's a good thing, Squid Pro Quo, because I have no brain. I'm like the scarecrow. I just have no brain. So to me, it sees it all as the same. Did you just say yes? No, I said my performance issues. I don't have those. That's what I said. Damn it. Pay attention, Volstorm, you son of a buck. Good to see you, brother.
Came to investigate the mayor and Andrew Holmes. The person claimed to have
Not
received
today.
a call to come into Dalton from residents, elected officials, and law enforcement, which initially seemed innocent since they are the very people tasked with safeguarding our community, right? This is all because I would not stop communicating online with a content creator that most of the board and lots of residents use his platform to address their concerns as well freely. His logo was even worn by a
Friends, you need friends to live stream with? No, you don't need friends. You guys are my friends. You get the chat riled up. You get the chat going, man. It takes care of itself. It just, you guys are like, you guys are what breathes life into this right here. This is what warms me up so much to have you guys in here in chat, joining in, giving a hard time to me, to the people of Dalton that are suffering under the hands of this poor, horribly misrepresented mayor, super mayor. Oh, I like that. I love it. Much easier to see you now. Oh, you guys are so nice. You guys are so nice. All right, let's get back to it.
Elected official. When the media or opinions could not be controlled, he became a target, and then because I did not fall in line with the narrative. I did not attend a week called Hell Week, and that's when my life became hell. In an attempt to address this issue,
All right, give her time. Give her time.
in an attempt to address this issue, I met with Trustee Jason.
Be quiet.
They muted
To
her.
address this issue, I met with Trustee Jason House and former Trustee Ed Steve over breakfast, accompanied by a witness. To share my concern, Trustee Jason House assured me that things will be taken care of within 48 hours. Sadly, he could not help me, and those 48 hours turned into a nightmare when I received a notice of impending action from the same advocate who's been here to save us. My privacy was violated as my personal information and business were maliciously targeted. A lot of y'all are in that group that did it. And I was subject to public humiliation and threats towards my family and associates simply because I chose not to conform.
That you guys, I don't know who might be listening to this or who might end up listening to it, but don't go after them. If you don't like what they're saying, it is a beautiful thing. And I will tell you 1,000,000 times over, if you don't like what someone's saying, change the channel. It is really easy to do. You reach over there, you go, I don't like what they're saying. You don't go after them. Don't attack them, especially towards their family. This is one of the reasons why I keep my channel out of that drama. You know, it was the expert that way back whenever I first started streaming said, hey, we ain't having no drama llamas here. We'll talk about the drama, but we're not getting involved in it. And we don't want people attacking other people. So if anybody is going after this young lady or anybody that happens to be in Dalton, no, that's just bad. The city of Dalton will handle the city of Dalton. I'm just exposing it because I think it needs to be exposed. It needs to get out there for the rest of the world, where they're able to see the kind of corruption that happens among the people that are elite. Oh, we've got another good one for you tonight besides this. This is just a part of it. Oh my.
I watched the entire village, watched this advocate say he was going to make sure I was penniless. Okay.
Don't go
so I'm
after
just
someone's
asking
phone.
that we work together, and I'm asking for your help. Thank you.
Quiet down. Quiet down. Order. Quiet down. Quiet down.
Leave this poor girl alone. Don't know anything about her, but leave her alone.
Okay, who else is it? Is it anybody else? Okay.
Madam Mayor, my name is Armando Grundy Gomez, and I want to address something a little bit different, and I want to bring a little bit different of an energy, and I want to talk to process. I talk coming institutions, systems, actions, and behaviors, and not individuals. And I want to talk about what leadership is. Leadership is not talking about I, my, or me. Leadership is we talk about we talk about how we are leaders, and we talk about how we love. We talk about we're about this faith and that faith, and we talk about we're identifying as Christians, and that we say we love. But if the good book that you read and the God that you serve, it says, judge the fruits of the Spirit. I cast my pearls not upon swine. What I want to say to you is that it is interesting that I can be in one place in Washington, D.C. and
That just sounds so wrong. Don't talking about casting your pearls on swine. We all know what a pearl necklace is, and that just sounds really disgusting if you're casting your pearls on swine. Just saying. You know, if you're going to make a point, but don't, Jesus, son, stop with the analogies. They're not fitting you well. Say your piece and say it well.
First and third Wednesday, I watch you all, and you're the best entertainment on YouTube. I love watching my brother Jedediah. Love him. Love watching Long Island Audits. Love Brother Jason House. Never met the man. Love Sister Kiana Belcher. Love that beautiful sister Allison Key. We have beautiful Black people in this room, and yet anti-Black
doesn't matter what color you are, son. Doesn't matter what color you are. And this is something that you've got to get through that thick skull of yours, sir. Whenever people are speaking the truth, he's quoting the Bible. Trust me, you don't want to be casting your pearls on the swine. I know he's quoting the Bible, son. Don't start with me. He's talking about heretics. I know he's talking about heretics. I'm giving him a hard time. Leave me alone. Damn it. All right. He needs to get to the damn point. This is not about a black thing. And this right here separates people so much, and that he should not be doing this. He's talking about we should be standing up as black people, as black individuals, because we're black in this room. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter if you're black, Hispanic, white, green, orange, purple. All of you people are glorious in his sight. Make sure that you're taking care of your community. And that's what these people are doing. They're taking care of their community. They are very mad. Very mad. The community is very mad at this mayor because they're not seeing the change that they voted for. And their property taxes are going up because this administration that they have in here is failing. They're doing a bad job at it. It's dangerous. It's just corruption. These people are calling out the corruption. They don't give two craps whether you're black or what. They could have a mayor that is of Palestinian descent. He doesn't care. Or they could have like the worst disgrace to the black community, the Jew. They could have a Jewish man up there. If he's running their city well, they don't give two craps about it. If the people are seeing good outcomes about it, they don't care what color you are. And making it a black or a white or Hispanic or Jewish or German or French or whatever the hell you want to doesn't matter. They want people in there to do the job that they hired them to do, that they elected them to do. If they're not doing the job, move on. This is why so many people are frustrated with Brandon. It's because he just can't do his damn job.
This is all in here. And the only thing we can say to one another, you black, you black. Isn't that interesting? You say that you love where you're a black woman, or we're young, or we're this, or we're that. I, my, and me are words that do not agree. I don't have to sit up here and do a poem, but I do want to say that I want to encourage each and every one of you to dig deep and find the best part of yourselves. And instead of all of this, you say that all of us came out, we have a mother, we had a father. And when you sit there and talk to the most vulnerable amongst you or your elders, what does that say about you as a leader? What, I'm a leader because you have 4 or 5 pictures, or you hired this person or that person, or you knocked somebody's picture off the wall? That makes you a leader? Come on. I'm not here to attack the mayor. That's been done enough. I don't want to do that.
You've done that.
She doesn't know me, and I've never met this woman. I don't know any of you all. But what I do want to say is it makes us look like black people like we can't govern, and that's just not true. I come to where I see black people all over this country that are doing big things. And when I see people like my brother Jedediah, brother Jason House, and we have intelligent black people in this room, and the best thing that we can do is devolve. Is that what we're doing? I'm going to ask each of you all to dig deep, whether it be the trustee, the Browns and the Belchers, all of us. I'm not going to ask you to come together. I'm going to ask you to elevate. I'm going to ask all of us to get beyond this clickety-clackety, yickety-yackety. The real enemies are in Washington, D.C., and they're coming in November. So whether you're a Republican, you ain't getting nothing as a black person. And if you're a Democrat, you ain't getting nothing as a black person. Hate to tell you, and I live there. So let me just tell you, I'm asking each and every one of you up there, love all of you. It is time to elevate as leaders. Stop this performative nonsense and elevate. Y'all can stay angry. I'm not going to get involved there. I just want to ask you to elevate. I see some beautiful black people in this room. And
Accountability is for everybody. Have a good night.
He's going to go get
That's it?
himself another burger.
All right, that ends
Get
public
it.
comment. Next on the agenda is general announcement. Are there any general
Oh,
announcements?
I love that, Celestial. Love that. It's a
I'll go
good day.
first.
We look forward to talking emotional. So
Any general announcements?
Yes, I said
All
I'll
right,
go first.
ahead.
You know what sucks for me is I have been trying for the past 48 hours to yes, I've been working for the past 48 hours to fill out some damned jury questionnaire that I have to file out for my damn county so I can pull jury duty. They give you 5 days to respond and the damn system keeps crashing. That would make me angry. That would make me angry. Bastages.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
Oh, is it?
I want to say that I listened to all of the residents speak today, and I know that the goal is to work together, right? I truly believe in the whole adage: you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. The issue is that we have a mayor and administration that thinks this is a dictatorship, and it's not. This is not Russian. We do not have Putin up here.
Did you notice
This is a democracy.
the mayor doesn't have
And
the
that's what I
golden
need
mic this
everyone,
week?
the residents, to realize.
Anybody notice she doesn't have the gold mic this week? Yeah, she got rid of that real quick. It wasn't a good look.
We have residents that called me and said, "Hey, I received a $500 grass cutting fine. My job is."
Celestial Force, I can't repeat Shizzy. We'll want more pics of wheelchair and floor accident. Well, I mean, I'm so bad. Let me see if I can get past some of this right here because they're just going to ramble on for a little
You
bit.
should ask, and you should hold those people. And anyone that suffers MS, please come out. They have
The original letter came June 28th, last Friday. Apparently, no response has been given. So a second request has been issued. And that second request is essentially saying that if we do not get a response, they have no choice but to deem this an Open Meetings Act violation. So hopefully there will be a response published for the residents, as we would look forward to that. As the board, we are waiting to get a proper ruling so that we can decide on next steps on that matter. So I wanted to make sure I make that comment because there are residents that asked why one meeting was adjourned and the others were not. We are trying to allow the process to play itself out. Secondly, update on the status, and we know the last meeting was less than pleasurable based on the request. So we do have an update, or I have an update email that was received from the investigation on former Mayor Lightfoot. Has emailed a response that I want to read into record, so that way hopefully this will be much more peaceful. So her statement: we are making consistent progress in addressing the questions the board has asked us to address in its resolution. We have conducted a number of witness interviews, many of which have been very informative and have led to the discovery of other relevant evidence. We have reviewed many lawsuits filed. We have reviewed historic village legislative action.
Well, I want to address this really quick. Welsh Lady reads, "Oh, Welsh Lady, so sorry. Hope you get better soon. Sending hugs." Yes, we do hope the best for Welsh Lady. She is our our resident Scot from Wales. we want her back on her feet as soon as possible. You know, it's we can only have her on her back for so long, and then she gets sore. So you guys, you know, send the best love and prayers to Welsh Lady. She's an absolute sweetheart. We enjoy her so much and really want to get her back on Sundays. So, hopes and prayers for Welsh Lady and her recovery. Thank you. That was a PSA.
And we have issued scores of FOIA requests to the Village of Dalton and elsewhere.
Yes.
As a result of this work, a picture is emerging of the village's finances, the way in which the current executive administration operates, many issues with the police department regarding staffing and operations, and overall how the village form of government does or does not comply with state law, its own ordinances, and long-standing norms regarding the village government. Not surprisingly, there have been obstacles. Chief among them is the village continues to ignore its obligations under FOIA. There is seemingly no identifiable FOIA officer as mandated by state law. Instead, the few communications, if any, are with any anonymous person who refuses to be identified themselves, again, a violation of state law among many issues. This non-compliance with FOIA was expected, and we have a plan to address this and any continuing compliance issues. And while many witnesses have been generous in their willingness to be interviewed, the village mayor's failure to cooperate has a chilling effect on the current employees' willingness to speak or otherwise cooperate. We will continue to work to overcome this problem. While we have made consistent progress, more work needs to be done. We have been very efficient to date in the expenses incurred, and by our estimates, we are well under $20,000 to date. As obligated, we will provide a projection of all costs when we get closer to the $30,000 mark. And as always, we will continue to do our work in a manner that minimizes expenses while diligently following the facts. So that is the statement for the update on this report. I will note one obstacle that had arisen was a request issued by the mayor's office. We received to the attorney general seeking to declare the appointment as unconstitutional. And on June 14th, we received the correspondence from the attorney general. I'll just read the last couple of lines. Therefore, the Public Access Bureau concludes the board did not violate OMA by voting to appoint Mrs. Lightfoot as special investigator on April 8th. This letter serves to close the file, and if you have any further questions, please contact me.
Wow. So basically what he just said, in case you're not up to speed, is they hired Lightfoot to come in to do a special investigation on Mayor Henyard, and they found, and not just Mayor Henyard, but on the way that they've been doing business, where the funds have been going, how those issues have been going. And the attorney general of the state said, we find no issue with this. She can proceed. She's not doing anything that's unconstitutional, and they can just move on. Baker, brother, how are you doing? Good to see you, fine sir. They're all just haters. They're not haters. They're lovers, just like you, man. They're lovers, just like you. We know that you're a lover. You know how we know that you're a lover? It's them muscles. It's them fine muscles that you've got. Baker, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you, man. It's really good to see you. Sounds sketchy? No, it's really not sketchy. It is. They are bringing those people in there to investigate what's going on in the city. It is very important that they bring to light all the issues that are going on in this particular city. They want to make sure that their asses are covered, because the boot's about to drop on these trustees too, because they're part of it. Whether they're unwitting or unwittingly involved, they're still involved. And the best that they can do is just cover their ass. Oh my God, are you serious? That is awesome right there. Dude, panel with Val got him over 4K. Dude, awesome. Awesome for Baker. I love it. That is freaking awesome. Jesus, man, that is awesome. I love it. That is a man that definitely deserves that 4K. I hope to celebrate whenever he hits the 5K. Hopefully that's soon. Man, it's awesome.
So those were two updates we wanted to give because those are questions that residents have asked. So I hope that gives some sense of direction. Similarly, I want to kind of second Mary Avant's statement of just the trying to make sure that we express ourselves and do so in a decent and orderly manner. I think for the most part, we've all been, everybody's expressed themselves.
Well, I looked in there. He had over 25K in chat. So you're saying he had 2K in chat? I saw 25K at one point in time. So that is awesome. Yes, I know. And kudos to Baker for doing that too. Because Baker, you guys don't realize this. Baker deserves every damn bit of those 10K. That is a man that has busted his ass from the very first time that I seen Baker. And I've done I did a stream with Baker during, oh my God, what the hell was that? So many trials back. I did a trial with Baker, and oh my God, this man was a machine. He just knocked it out of the park, and he kept on going, and just it is like nose to the grindstone. And this, if you want to know how to make a successful YouTube channel, if you want to know how to do really well in YouTube, take Baker as an example. Bradley, yes, thank you. If you want to see how to make your YouTube successful and to grow your YouTube channel, Baker is a perfect example. He does the work, he does the research, he follows it from beginning to end, and he pays attention to what's going on. Jesus Handler. Jamie is a beast too. Don't get me wrong, but I am telling you, for Baker, that is just amazeballs. I mean, just puts his mind to it, and he completes what the mission is. He looks at it and goes, "This is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to get from point A to point B." And that is an example that any YouTuber, if you want to see how it's done, just watch how the Baker handles it. He keeps it clean, keeps it informative, he keeps it fun, and he doesn't lose himself. He doesn't get involved in the bullshit drama. He just does Baker. And that's the way I think every single one of anybody that ever wants to become successful in YouTube, that's all you have to do. Just to focus on doing what you enjoy. Don't worry about the naysayers and the people that are just like, oh, you have to do it this way. Do it your way. Stick to being yourself, and you will become successful in whatever you achieve. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Baker and Valhalla, they make moves like soldiers or something. No backing down to win it. Great men. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he loves his Post-its notes. You don't need high tech. You don't need high tech at all. Oh no, no. All you need is a good man, ladies. All you need is a good man.
The passion is there, and it should be there for what's going on. And we also want to make sure we represent ourselves well. So I want to thank everybody for their comments, and by and large, we did well. So thank you, and that concludes my comments.
Is there anybody else? Is that end of general announcements? All right, next on the agenda is, you got something?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh boy.
I think he liked me sitting over here.
Uh-oh. I feel a little flirting going on there.
Good evening, residents. I'd like to say, with all respects to the gentleman there, you definitely put something on my mind when you said we need to elevate ourselves. And within hope of 6 trustees and the mayor, we can definitely take that words and wisdom that this young man traveled so far to come let us know we need to elevate ourselves. God help those that help themselves, and that's definitely what we need to do, board and mayor. We need to help ourselves first. We need to get on track. We need to get on track.
Thank you.
we have fell off track, so we must get a resident.
It is
more
all
than what
about,
they asked for.
it's all about
And I
the
understand
inspiration
when
that you
had
get
mentioned that the taxes went up.
that drives you.
Yeah, the taxes went
Don't
up
ever
all
let
over the
anybody
South,
bring you down on
Southland
this
area.
stuff.
So
It's
we all
never
feeling
good.
that pain.
We
And definitely
like
you're supposed to
everybody
get what you
to
pay
be
for.
boosted up.
And I just like to say,
And I will say, if anybody is bringing you down on this stuff and saying, "Oh, your voice is horrible," or "You've got this bad thing going on," or "You've got this issue," "You've got this thing," or "You said something that blah blah blah." Do you feel that way? I mean, do you feel good about what you're doing? If you don't feel good about what you're doing, then change what you're doing. I learned that early on doing this. I learned early on that if you're not happy with what you're doing, change what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you lose 50 subs. It doesn't matter if you lose 2,000 subs. If you're not happy with what you're doing, change what you're doing. Be happy with yourself. Be satisfied with yourself. And whenever you find that peace right here with yourself, with no matter what you say, you're confident in what you say, you're happy, you're proud of what you say, you're going to find that you do so much better. Exactly. Grow together, learn from others, believe in yourself, put in the hours. That's how to do it. Don't listen to everyone who don't do it themselves. That's right. Don't listen to the people that come in and give you a hard time about saying, "Oh, you're doing this all wrong." Don't listen to that. No. If it doesn't feel right, you just do your thing. You do something good. Bad Duck, you always do something good, even though you're bad. Yes. I mean, Baker's like throwing the words of advice out there. I mean, Baker is such good people. You have no idea like how much that he's helped me in becoming better at what I do. And it's more than just him. There's people like the expert that guided me along the YouTube paths, because there's things that hit you that blindside you that you're not aware of. You're smart for an idiot. No, you're smarter than me, idiot. What does that say? What does that say? If you're an idiot, you're smarter than me. Damn it.
yes, last week we did have a meeting out at Thornton Township about the lawn program.
Don't care.
Run that program is going to always be a.
All right, that ends the general announcement. Next is mayor's report. I know you guys have been waiting on my report, and I've been doing amazing things myself and my staff. We put on a ton of great events for our community, a ton of outreach as it relates to
He
the
likes
police
big
outreach
butts, and you don't know why.
program we have. We go door knocking. You see them on bikes. Yes, for our community, a ton of outreach. I know you guys asked one of the police officers, he was riding on a bike, and you said, "Hey, did they take your car?" And he said, "No, man, we just riding on the bike." So it engaged conversation, which that's what it was intended to do. So I love the fact that you guys are talking to the police officers and you guys are actually telling them what's going on your block. So I'm thankful for that. A couple other things I would like to say. Make sure you guys stay prayed up. Make sure y'all love on each other. Life is so short. You don't want to regret a moment of your life by being bitter, by being hostile, just allowing people.
I don't know what's more disturbing, what she's saying, because she's not like that, or that she has to write it down so she can remember it. Eek.
To get in your positivity as your school. At the end of the day, you go home to your loved ones. Them the ones that care about you, them the ones that uplift you, them the ones that will always bring you through a storm. Don't connect with messy people, because misery needs company. And that's what we tend to forget. When people look at us, and especially our residents, you guys are our seniors. So when we look at you as the youth, we look at what will we look forward to. You have to be the example. You cannot just be a person that's keeping up chaos. We would never follow chaos. The youth look for guidance. The youth look for growth, and the youth look for somebody that can utilize as a mentor. And I wish that certain people would do that. As it relates to safety, safety is my number one priority. I don't care what anybody says on this board or anyone
Can you
gets
do
to
the
mic
safety
and
dance?
talk
Though?
about, because we
Do the
care
safety
about
dance.
safety.
I
We
don't
do
believe you unless
whatever
you can
we
do the
need to do to
safety
make
dance,
sure the
Henyard.
residents are safe and that we
Do the
are safe
safety
as well.
dance. Come on.
So if that means we have to have
You
metal
can dance if
detectors,
you
we
want
will do
to.
that. And we do that
Come on.
in the sense of making sure when people come in this building, you coming in and everybody will be safe along the way. I hate when trustees sit up here and say that I don't know why we have metal detectors. Everybody know why we have it. If you pay
She
attention
hates
to the crowd,
trustees.
like one young lady got up and said at the podium, that everybody is hostile. People are disrespectful. People say all kinds of things in that crowd. I don't sit down there, but I do hear about it. So all I'm saying to you
Yes,
guys is you have to
Doug
be
is
respectful
smart as
amongst
heck.
each other. It's been plenty of times where you all have gotten into it with each other. And it's sad because it's like nobody wants to respect anyone's opinion. And everybody has an opinion. Our job is to listen to it, whether we agree with it or not. And at
But you
times,
haven't been
people get to the
listening.
podium and they say their statement. We should be quiet and allow them to speak. When someone's saying something positive, all the negative people or haters, whatever you want to call it, always got to boo or say something bad about it. And that's not cool, you guys, because it should always be more than
Oh,
one
so we're only
opinion,
supposed
more
to
than one
stroke your
narrative
ego.
that's
I
given here to
got
our
it.
village. Unfortunately, through the
Stroke my
media, which I
ego.
call fake
Make me
news, they
feel
only show
special.
one negative, false narrative. There's no facts, no truth to it.
As you'll
People get
notice,
to the podium
she
and just
doesn't
lie.
take a
It's no
breath.
truth, but then the news will play the
She
lie
short breathes.
on the news. And it's sad because little do they know they're putting people in jeopardy, whether it's board members,
Yes.
whether it's our staff.
Because the way
People
that she
do
talks, she
tend to
takes
lash out
shallow
at
breaths,
people that they
and so
see.
that way
That's
she can
another reason why
continue
Village Hall
talking,
was
and that
closed
way
down, because
nobody can
people would come
interrupt her
in
while
and
she just
harass our
continues to
staff.
ramble on
But no one
about the
asks
same
the
kind
right
of thing that
question. You
nobody
just
really cares
assume
about,
what
because
someone
she
is doing
just
or
takes
go
these
with
really
a
quick
negative
shallow
narrative.
breaths, and she
So I
doesn't
want people to
stop
find their
talking,
heart
and
to
it's
figure
just
that out
really quick.
and understand why we're doing what we're
Sleepy
doing.
time. Sleepy
Something else
lady.
I want to address: people cannot get inside our Village Hall.
See, that's all I have to do. I just have to talk to Baker. He gets all wet, hot, disturbed, and then he crawls into bed and he has like dreams of me. You know, you think that Baker, whenever he goes to bed, you know, he's kneading his dough. No, he's just in his dreams, he's giving me like back massages. Let's see how it is, Baker. Get some rest, brother. We'll see you soon.
To the fact you got people coming from all over that don't live in our town. People don't live in Dalton, but yet this room is full, and it's not even full of our Dalton residents. People just stood up there and said they was from Washington, D.C. Come on now. Don't live in the state of Illinois, for that matter, the township, nor do they live in the village of Dalton.
Sweetheart, you've been touring the nation. You have yet to stay in the village of Dalton. You've been out schmoozing it up with Biden. Ooh.
Also, you have people that make comments. I know at one of our previous meetings that don't live here. They live in a whole nother city, but come to Dalton and say that they live in our town, and they do not. Again, no one fact checks. People just sit there and say whatever it is, and that's not fair, and that's not right, or it's not accurate. So I just wish people would lead with truth and stop just with mess and chaos. We don't like to see chaos. I know people like it, as the young man said from Washington. We are their entertainment. It's for amusement. It is what it is. But people have to want better. And us as a Black race, we have to want better amongst ourselves. It's a shame that we cannot band together, make sure we lead with love and not hate. It's sad that we see someone elevating and you guys do not want to see them grow. You want to have that crab in the barrels mentality and pull people down. It's a shame that the youth have to see that. We want to teach them that when they see someone elevate,
she can't remember it.
Help them grow, help them up the ladder. Don't try to keep them down here where you are just because you don't have access to them no longer. You hate to see them leave or grow. They need growth, guys. So I just want to point that out because, like I said, me today, you tomorrow. As you do my town, I see you guys are scattering the love throughout other cities and municipalities. It will be the same. So I tell people to watch what you pray on other people for, because it will hit your stuff as well. As it relates to taxes, property taxes. I know that the board keeps not telling you the truth about property. I know that I played a video at maybe several meetings ago, and I explained to you who raises your property taxes. The board of trustees raise your property taxes every single year. I showed you that, showed you proof.
Now, they should know. But the mayor's also been signing off on it. Now, there's one thing about property taxes. You can only raise property taxes so high before it just needs to balance out. Now, one thing about property taxes is why do they keep going up? If you don't want your property taxes to go up, then hire a bunch of different
Give you
people.
ordinances and shows you who voted to raise your property taxes. So when you get to the podium and you say, I don't understand why my tax is high. I don't understand why this. And I've showed you the why. The why is this board has raised your property tax over and over again every single year. And then also it's other government bodies that raises your taxes. You have library board, you have the park board, you have the school district. It's other people, but
school district,
to go and check out.
Everybody,
you just listen to what somebody tell you. Or
so basically she's saying you're screwed. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Oh, you tomorrow with a big lump on my butt. Yeah. Yeah. I think she needs a big lump on her butt. Well, I mean, she might already have. It's her job to explain the financials, not to lay blame. No, that's the problem. She has an attitude. Yes, she has an attitude. No, she will not explain the financials. They don't want to show their financials because she's been using taxpayer dollars to fly to Las Vegas, to California, to Washington, to New York, to Miami, to Washington, D.C., to go rub elbows with all of the big fundraisers. Yes, that is all she's going to do. She is going to constantly deflect. She's going to say, well, this is why your taxes are being raised. And your raises are being in those tax raises. It ain't just about this. It's about this and it's about this. And it has nothing to do with me. And there's nothing I can do about it. And yes, there is. There's a lot she can do about it.
How government works. And they raise about 4.99%. Sometimes they have raised it higher. I'm going to send that video out just so everybody get in their emails and through a text blast so you'll know what it is. Also would like to say we are doing our parade. It will be June 3rd. June 3rd is our Independence Day
paid
parade.
for by your tax
June,
dollars.
July. I'm sorry, my bad. Got the wrong date on here. But it's July. July 3rd is our parade.
Blame
it
it
will
on,
be starting.
no, she doesn't even blame it on the white folks. That's the thing. She blames it on the prior administration. Maybe he was white. Don't know, don't care. She blames it on the prior administration. And yes, this is her first term. Yeah, property taxes in Cook County, Illinois have skyrocketed per family members. You're lucky if your bill has only doubled with this billing. No, theirs have quadrupled, Mickey D. Theirs have quadrupled. If my grandparents, see, you have to understand that I was born in Illinois. And yes, I know about the south side of Illinois back from the 70s. They've cleaned it up quite a bit since then, but it is still rough. My grandparents lived in a nice little town with a bunch of other Polacks, and yeah, they luckily they passed before they got to see their city go to complete trash. But also it was their fault. They were unwilling participants in a political system where they voted thinking that they were voting for the right group of people. Thinking, yes, it's all good to become part of a union. The unions were formed initially to gather together as a group of people, no different than you would as a militia, to say no to government power. The only problem is those people in power inside of those unions started, banging their head on the bottom of the desk, looking for a little bit more scraps. And this is the result of it. Southside Polish? No. No. But close, very close. I remember driving with my father into the south side of Chicago, picking up a Honda Civic engine. And my father reaching over and locking all the doors. Why did he lock the doors? I have no idea. To me, it didn't make a whole lot of sense until, we saw a guy stabbed on the side of the street just because he didn't agree with another person. Yeah, Southside was not pretty. Luckily, I didn't live there. That's just where my grandparents lived.
Here at Village Hall, and it would go straight down Greenwood Falls to Sibley. We make a right, and we would end up on Cottage Grove. So if anybody want to partake in that, you want to line up along Greenwood Falls, you can line up if they like to engage with their. I always say they flew here, and what I mean by that is I grew up in this school district from Burger Vandenberg to Thorn Ridge, and it amazes me that people don't utilize the people that's here. I am literally the beacon of light for Dalton. I am the one that has made it.
You're pissing these people off.
Actually grew up in this town and actually came and governed where I live at because I care.
Son, if you're going to the south side of Chicago, there's nothing I can say good about it. Sorry. And the fact that you are a ginger just makes it even more dangerous. Just saying. All I'm saying is, whenever you go there, because you have the kind of personality, T-Rex, you have the kind of personality that people find nice. You're an easy person. And you are the kindest person that I know. You are going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. Just make sure that you don't stay in the south side. Don't park overnight there. Ooh, your pause game. Yeah, I know. I'm good at that.
So much about where I'm at. If you think about all the hatred and all the negativity, I told you guys, I only make about $50,000. $50,000 for all this scrutiny that you guys put me under. I make $50K. So that means somebody really got to love what they do for a living. I love what I do, and I want to see Dalton grow. And I think you are awesome. And I love the fact that my staff has been on the ground taking care of the business, from getting streets repaved, getting alleys repaved, getting sidewalks done. Back in the day, like I said before, I get a speech all the time. We used to do 50-50, where the resident had to pay 50% and the village paid the other 50%. And they said, why would you guys have to pay 50% for something you don't own? That's a public way. But these are the things that I changed when I became the mayor. So I will wish that people will allow me to lead and stop trying to tell me what to do. I'm the leader. I am not in their seats any longer. I was in their seats for 8 years. I win every single term that I run for.
So she was a trustee
The last
beforehand.
seat, which is the mayor seat that I just won by 82%. I will win my
As it
next
should be.
term,
All right.
and just stay tuned to that, because this little crowd that comes here and try to keep up mess and kick up dust for clickbait, for the news, or for
Yeah, she may, if she's saying she only grosses $50K doing this job, then that means that she is doing a really crappy job. She is getting kickbacks, taxpayer money paying for all her trips. Yes. She's out there smoozing and just rubbing elbows. And I will tell you what, I saw the same thing here in Atlanta. Was it Mayor Shirley? Was it Shirley Franklin? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had dealings with her and her ilk. That was always a pleasant enjoyment right there. She has full-time protection around her. Stays in her own nice little mansion on the grounds, and it was such bullshit. The amount of smoozing that she did, the amount of things that are thrown at her, she was a rock star. Yes. And those little bastards stole a damn snare drum. You want to know how, you want to know the snare drum that was stolen from one of the events that I worked at, that Mayor Shirley Franklin worked? or showed up at that everybody was so excited about in what was it? Was the World Congress Center? Maybe it was the World Congress Center. Yeah, that they kicked us all out of there. The stair drum that disappeared. Yeah, I worked for a backline company whenever her and her ilk showed up. The snare drum that disappeared. All you have to do is listen to the first album of Stone Temple Pilots. If you hear that snare drum was the snare drum that was stolen that night. Disappeared. Yeah, Brennan wasn't too happy about that. It really sucked. Yeah, she's the greatest thing since
Just
sliced
to get
bread.
a moment, say, "Hey, girl, I was on the news."
Mhm.
That's so beneath us. You have to grow, guys, and you have to show people that you are growing and that we should be looking to you for direction. We can't look to you for direction because you're so messy. I just want people to
She just
see
called him messy.
Dalton for what it is. It's a great place to live. All our numbers are coming in really good. We're going to do a financial town hall meeting to the public so you can see where we are, to all the lies that this board put out against our village. It just saddens my heart because, again, like I said, everybody writes stuff, say stuff, put stuff on camera, put stuff on social media with no facts. And I've been saying that since day one. You have no proof, but you're constantly putting it out and putting a negative narrative on our village. And it saddens my heart because it is the board of trustees. I've never seen a group of people that was so saddened and harden their heart with hatred that they would bring so much chaos to the town that they govern to. If I look bad, we look bad. So you can try to make whoever look bad all you want, but my community.
No, if you look bad, you look bad. And if you look bad, you make the rest of your city look bad. Damn, sweetheart, you've got a long way to go.
Love me and appreciate the things that I have brought to our town. And I'm going to keep on growing our village despite the controversy. I have not given up. I'm not going to give up. And I'm not going to quit. So you can stop with all that because I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep pushing because things will not have gotten done or continue to keep getting done if I quit or listen to haters. I just don't. You guys are my motivators. Really? So I thank you for putting me on tables and in rooms that I never would have been in. I appreciate that love. For those that keep saying people going to jail, y'all gonna see who's gonna be going to jail from this board. So stay tuned because what you think is good for me is damn sure good for you. So thank you so much for listening. We're gonna play the video now so that you can see what we just did with
Don't worry,
JD.
I skipped over the video so you don't have to listen to her shenanigans. I'm pretty sure I did.
So,
no.
Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is Village Administrator's Report.
Thank you, Mayor, residents. State revenues have recognized a $24,000 reduction compared to the prior year, with the largest decrease in personal property replacement tax with a reduction of $64,000. Overall revenue.
Just so you guys know, this guy right here lied on his bankruptcy. He filed for bankruptcy. You might say that Mayor Henyard is pulling in $50K. This guy right here, sweethearts, darlings, lovelies. Just for him helping out in the village of Dalton, he was paid over $100,000. And that doesn't include what he was making off of the township. He pulled in close to $250,000 last year. And then he filed for bankruptcy. Yeah. And he lied on those. And the feds have a lot of questions to him. Yeah. Bankruptcy fraud case. Yes. You rest well, my love. No, we're here to give you some laughs, but you may want to stick around because it gets much, much worse. Wait till these people get back up here and start talking. Oh, it gets good. It gets so good. You may want to hang around.
Sit here and tell a resident that we're the reason why their taxes are increasing when we all know that you don't follow a budget. So common sense tells us all, anybody who have a household, that when you don't follow a budget, you cause a deficit. Any money that's not approved for. So that $1 million skating rink that wasn't approved for, guess what? The taxpayers have to pay for it somehow. So whether the board approved it or not, we are all still paying for it because again, with a deficit, anytime there's overspending, that difference is on the backs of the taxpayers. So despite the things that are going on in the South suburbs in general, you have a leader who continues to spend. And that's the reason why taxes are increasing, because they cannot follow a budget to save their lives. Thank you.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
One thing to add to that. It's a shame when we make bills and we don't pay our bills. If you look at those beautiful signs down Sibley, we still owe $65,000, $65,700 as of today's date. These people are looking for their money.
Yes.
Their money. We can't continue to do reckless spending when we already owe so many vendors. It's sad that we constantly keep making bills on top of bills that we are not paying.
Yes.
The email is here. So again, when you say it's a lie, it's fake news, it's right here in black and white. I spoke to them Friday. They want their money. And who can blame them? But come down Sibley, as I told them, and you can see all your beautiful banners hung on Sibley. But today's date, they have not been paid. It's a shame that we cannot pay the vendors. And we sit here and say, it's a lie, it's a lie. It's no lie. It's the truth. We're not paying our bills. So let's stop making bills until we pay the bills that we have already made.
That's right, Debbie.
Okay. So in the end, everybody made their little victory speech. Hey, great. But the truth is, you guys don't pay people because you pull them off the warrant list. The residents are not slow. They see what's going on. You saying pay the vendors, they did the work. But yet y'all just took a ton of people off from getting paid. They did the work, right? Then pay them. Approve it. But y'all won't do it. But everybody
have to approve
about, hey, we're not paying people. That's because the board chooses not to pay certain people. You take certain people off. That's called targeting. And I get it because you guys want to control the narrative of everything, but you're the one creating all the chaos and all the misunderstanding. Because once again, I've stated before, if you really wanted answers, you would call. I always say call me, now y'all call me. And you would come and sit down and talk about whatever you feel you don't like, don't understand. But you guys don't do that. It's all about a show for everybody now. And that's what's so sad. So then when we get out here, we got to try to lie to the public about whatever's going on. Just like how y'all talking about the firemen and they came up.
Oh,
of
she
course,
is
you know,
gaslighting you.
whatever it is. I'm going to do a whole video about it. Because just because somebody,
do a whole video.
Say something, don't make it true. Don't make it factual until you fact check it. How you know what's true? And then you guys just allowing everybody name about people taking things. No one's taking anything. For what? For what? So all I'm saying to y'all is like, come on, man, get some clarity to the why and want to help community. You guys have on board for 4 years.
So
and
like your gold microphone disappeared, didn't it?
But keep up chaos and mess and confusion. That's it.
No gold mic for you tonight, huh?
To do what? Legislate. Y'all don't even do that. But y'all go have y'all little secret squirrel meetings. Y'all put whatever y'all want for y'all agenda on the agenda. And then y'all come to the actual board meeting and cry about what y'all feel y'all can't do. But y'all go to the other meeting and do what y'all want to do. Don't make no sense. The residents not slow. They see this. And all I'm saying to y'all is like, talk before you get to the board meeting. Have conversations about something that's on the agenda before you get to the board meeting. So everybody will be prepared. Because when y'all ask the question, half the time they don't have it in front of them. But y'all job is to try to make people look like they're doing something they're not. Then when they give you the answer, you don't come back and clear it up. Just like the news don't. When they make a mistake, they just leave a mistake out there about whatever they said about a person. It's the same thing. But we can do better if we want better. But y'all don't want better. Y'all want to keep confusion up and chaos.
And
I'm tired of it. Y'all got to want to show the public that we can work together. We, us, at a board meeting. Think about it. We only see each other once a month. That's it. Once a month we see y'all. I don't see y'all at the grocery store. I don't see y'all at the gas station. At Walgreens. Hold on, I'm not done. I don't see y'all nowhere in the city that you
not a back and forth. It's not a back and forth.
Wow. Don't. So all I'm saying to you guys is y'all gotta really, really want more than just creating a
Oh,
whole
you just
negative
noticed
narrative
that?
every
Oh
single time
no.
it's bore me. And
It
that's why I
looked
normally
so
don't give
bad
this any
last week.
attention or time.
It looked so bad last week that she showed up with a golden microphone talking shit. Oh, and they laid into her. Ooh, did they lay into
At
her?
this moment, I go let y'all vote because you guys already got your mind made up. It's my open meetings act. How y'all voting the same? That means y'all met, talked about it, came up with a plan, came here, y'all all vote together. No matter what we say, even if we answer the question, you still vote against whatever we gave you the answer to. So it can't just be your way. It can't just be y'all right and we wrong. It don't work that way. We give you the facts, we give you the truth, and you guys still keep the turmoil going. We got to say enough is enough and we got to move forward. And I get it, it's election time. Everybody got a voice. Everybody want to say something. Well, y'all could have been doing more work together, us together, before we got to this point. Because in 2 months, everybody up, right? Everybody up. And that's
It's hard
all
to work
it's
with
about.
you
It's
whenever
all
you're
about
flying off
it's
to
all about
Vegas,
clickbait. It's all about,
Washington,
look at me, look what we doing.
everywhere
That's
else.
it. When y'all ain't really
Oh,
been doing nothing. And then y'all like,
you ain't been doing
y'all
nothing.
go around the fact that you guys raise taxes.
Board
No
of
matter how y'all
trustees,
try
you
to
ain't been
sugarcoat
doing
that. The
nothing.
board raised your taxes. I don't care
Nothing.
what they say. They raise your taxes. But yet they want to say stuff about a budget. When we give you a budget, you don't pass it. When we give you a budget and we go get the money and bring it back, grant money.
You haven't given them a
The
budget
lawyer had
though.
to tell y'all to put the grant money back in the budget. We wouldn't even be able to receive the money. But I don't see nobody else bringing funds into our community but me, the mayor.
That's your job.
But yet, it's my job. Oh, okay.
That's your
It's my
job. This guy standing in the background right here with the sunglasses on, that is what we used to call in the music business as a poser. Why in the hell is he standing back there? I wear my sunglasses at night oh man. Oh, she is gonna get just hammered with this.
Y'all go get the money, but yeah, y'all want to tell me what to do. It don't work like that. I ran to lead.
That's
I
their
didn't
job.
run to follow y'all. I don't follow people that ain't got no vision and nowhere to go. And I don't sit at tables where we do all this with chatting and talking about each other. I don't do that, but y'all do. So what I'm saying to you guys is, if we went and got funds for our community to help our community and grow our community, we supposed to work together on what we're going to do next, not fight against somebody's vision because y'all don't have a vision. That's the sad part about it. I give you a vision. I give you what we're going to do next, but yet nobody wants to work together.
Mayor.
I'm done with it.
Okay, Mayor.
So why is this guy standing back here? Well, I guarantee you he's standing back there because he is a poser. And you'll see it very soon here. It's coming up really quick. Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. Just you wait. Like I said, this thing gets on fire tonight.
Mayor, can I ask, Mayor? I just have a question because you made that wonderful statement. I actually have two
I don't have
questions.
any
Okay,
more
if you say that we meet once a month,
I didn't lose you.
and
You're
every
still here.
time I've said this before, it don't never really go bad till we get to finance. Why is the finance person not here? Why is the person that cut the checks not here? Why isn't the CPA's office not here? That would solve a lot of things. Since you're talking about nobody calls you, nobody called Keith or whatever. You just said it out your mouth. We meet once a month. I mean, as much money as all these people, we just approved $43,000 for the CPA. The other person that's doing payroll stuff make almost $90,000. They can't afford one meeting a month to come and give us an explanation.
So you're telling me that this person's making $90,000 and they are just like completely like, what in the hell is going on? Why is this person making $90,000? Oh, and Henyard is only making 50. Something's not right. Oof.
Okay. Nobody? Okay.
Well, she's going to go to jail. Don't make any qualms about it. She will be going to jail. The feds are on to her.
Whew.
All right.
So, I was hoping that I would not see less fighting and more cooperation, but I guess hope springs eternal, right?
It's Fluffy.
I guess is this on? You hear me okay? Okay, so
No.
for the record, my name is Armando Grundy Gomez, and as the mayor so duly noted and where I came from, I guess I didn't actually fly here, I drove here. But I didn't
That's right.
wow, I really don't want to make this into a back and forth about who was. I do want to give shout out to Mr. Steve, your former trustee.
Good job, brother. Good job.
I do think
Cheers,
it's interesting
Steve.
that we all still can't come together,
Cheers
but I
to
do
you,
love the
sir.
brilliance of when people that are quasi-literate and try to say they understand the law. I'm going to trust a lawyer before I trust somebody that understands the law. Mr. Delgado, man, you should be looking a little uncomfortable. I don't know if that's gas or something going there, but you might want to try something for that. But listen,
He just went on
to
the
really do. I'm being facetious in my jokes there. That's not cool. So I really know it's not really cool because we all need to be grown-ups. And I'm not seeing grown-ups there. But I do want to say something as somebody that likes public administration. And when I see an administrator who should be apolitical in their role, but wants to say somebody is stuttering, that's interesting. That's really rich. When you want to attack a woman, you're a big old bully. And so I like bullies, and I think you're a bully. And so you're sitting next to a bully, so your leader's a bully. And so you like to bully women. Interesting. How rich of you. How convenient of you. So somebody asks you a question about something you should already have knowledge of, but you can't answer a question about the facts or what they are.
Sorry.
Leaders should be leaders and should answer questions and not say, I want to just bully on a woman. So interesting. So we got a lot of bullies in the room and somebody projected too much. So yeah, I said it. So there we go. And I'm yawning too because I'm tired of hearing you. So there you go. Goodbye.
Say it, brother. Well, Mr. Gomez.
You know what? I'm back again. Okay, we did our shit show. And you all were hard-headed. Do me a favor. You're gonna hear the same lies over and over.
Yep.
The same answers. You're not going to get anything new with all the cat calls. So this meeting is our trustees meeting. Can we give them the respect? Because you don't care about that other bullshit anyway. Now we got Delgado. He unasked that fee. Did he not?
Oh,
we want the
unasked
rest
it.
of his firm to unask it too, because you are the idiot that sat at the township meeting
Unasked
looking
that
the
fee.
same way you do now.
Oh, we got a new
And when
song.
folks want to quote the law to me, bring a lawyer, a real lawyer with a law book. Because that bullshit she's spouting don't mean shit. She sits here and tells us what her job is and what their job is, but she disregards their job.
Thank you, doll.
She won't let them do it. So don't quote the law to me when it works for you.
That's right.
Quote the law to me when it works for everybody.
That's right. Tell 'em.
So
Oh,
I was a little upset and frazzled earlier. I'm just going to be very specific. First of all, I want to give.
Now, just so you guys are paying attention, I want you all to be focused in, unasked, but not like you. Sweetheart, Welsh lady, this is the moment that everybody is waiting for. This is the moment where shit goes off the rails. Whenever I say it goes off the rails, I mean it goes off the rails. So everybody, grab a hold of them seatbelts, strap them in nice and tight, because it is about to go off the effing rails like you've never seen. It is about to go psycho. Okay? And I'm not going to stop it until we see Henyard do this number. Here he goes.
Kudos to your staff. Everybody finally seemed to have gained a mind of their own for the most part. And the respect that's given is the respect that's reciprocated. We could have been here a long time ago. Definitely shocked and proud to see Brother Stan Brown, because I was ashamed to be a Brown, but it seems like you're finally catching up. And literally, I think that what the people are asking for is not unreasonable. And it is really interesting to see somebody sitting in the people's business speaking about not being prepared to answer questions of an elected official. And to think that they can do that with an attitude or sass or zestiness is a little disrespectful. And so I would encourage Mr. Freeman to make sure that the next time you come, you do like Kiana and just bring all your damn files. And then the last thing that I'm gonna say is I didn't notice that my good fellow advocate Andrew Holmes was in the building. And that's why literally I wish that I would have looked up before I read the statement, because as it relates to you, you're the reason that I'm here. And you're the reason that everybody is going through what they're going through as it relates to an advocate, because you're supposed to be one. But you've been accused of something that's very shameful. And the least you could have done is given us a very basic and comprehensive statement, literally giving sympathy and understanding to a survivor, be it that you felt that it was true or not. And you could have at least declared your innocence, which noted you haven't done. And so I'm simply asking you right now, because me sitting here looking at your face, I'm utterly disgusted. Because how dare you take your ass back outside and stand with any family when there's a woman with a child that's waiting on a response from you, literally as an elected official and as an advocate about what you did. Was it consensual? Was it not? Did you rape that woman? Did you put something in her drink? And damn it, you gonna answer, and you gonna answer me. Promise you that.
Oh, here it goes.
Yeah, man, we recognize. You know, I'm gonna.
Here it goes.
Hey, out of order. You out of order. You out of order. Hey.
Here it is.
See?
Oh. Well, there was about to be. Yeah, he walked up on him. He wasn't going to play.
Jay.
Yes. He was about to throw down with an elected official. Now pay attention to Henyard up here. She's going to start signaling the camera. Cut it. Pay attention to Henyard up there in the right-hand corner. Yeah. This is what happened. This was the outcome of the evening. Oof. Oh, Michael Jackson's dad. See, there she goes. She is telling you to cut off the camera. Cut it. Cut it. She says, cut the feed. Cut the feed. That, like I said, it got fiery. It got really fiery. It got bad. Oh, did it get bad? Oh my God. I mean, if you're going to show up to have an issue with somebody and you are going to fire this thing up, they fired it up. Oh, did they fire it up? And it is a man called Jedediah Brown. That is the man that is now sitting in jail. This man right here, sitting in jail.
I didn't notice that my good fellow advocate Andrew Holmes was in the building. And that's why, literally, I wish that I would have looked up before I read the statement, because as it relates to you, you're the reason that I'm here.
Oh, a village board meeting ends in a near confrontation in Dalton overnight. Here's what happened. Okay, several Dalton residents took to the podium to voice their frustrations with the lack of transparency surrounding Dalton's finances. Things are relatively calm, as you can see here. That is until activist Jedediah Brown came to the mic for a second time. He directly addressed Dalton trustee and well-known victims advocate Andrew Holmes. Holmes has been accused of sexually assaulting a former village employee, and Brown demanded answers.
You could have at least declared your innocence, which noted you haven't done. And so I'm simply asking you right now, because me sitting here looking at your face, I'm utterly disgusted. Because how dare you take your back outside and stand with any family when there's a woman with a child that's waiting on a response from you, literally as an elected official and as an advocate about what you did. Was it consensual? Was it not? Did you rape that woman? Did you put something in her drink? And you're going to answer, and you're going to answer me. Promise you that.
You can see here what followed. Brown then began to directly approach Holmes, who actually came around the board's desk to meet Brown before he was quickly surrounded and taken away by police. Holmes has not been charged with a crime, but the allegations are still being investigated by Las Vegas police. So still a lot of questions to be asked about the incident that allegedly happened.
Yes, that is what happened right there. Activist, yes. Is a village like a township? No, I think the village is part of the township. That would be the Thornton Township. Sort of, and if I'm not mistaken, it is a county. Similar to a county. So they have different levels of what they're involved in. And yes, that is what got that man in all kinds of trouble, because making threats to a public official will get you in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, I would probably do the same thing. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know, because I don't know the whole story. But I will tell you, if you're going to go after somebody and you're going to attack somebody, you better make sure that all the facts are on your side. Now, it is one of those he said, she said. She said that she went to have a drink with him, woke up, and she was naked and not feeling quite comfortable. He says that it was consensual. I don't know. All I know is stay away from the pudding pops. That's all I got to say. Now, hey, Teresa, how's it going? Oh, it is a insane night. And this is why I wanted to cover this particular story. This is why I wanted to record it, because there is shenanigans going on in Dalton County. In Dalton, the village of Dalton, it has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me whatsoever, but the people that it's affecting in that particular community, they deserve answers. Their government needs to be giving them answers. They need to be seeking for the truth of what's happening in their community. These folks deserve that at minimum. And with that, you guys are going to be shuffled off to go hang out with the expert. The expert is got his Tuesday night going on. It is going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. And there are going to be questions. There are going to be answers. It is trivia night. It is Taco Tuesday. Make sure that you go and check out the expert. Everybody, have a wonderful night. It is going to be a beautiful night. All I know is that I enjoy you guys coming by. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you subscribe so you get the notification bell, all that kind of crap. And whenever you go hang out with the expert, make sure that you hit thumbs up over there. Just reach in, give it a little tap, make sure it feels good, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace, y'all.
In the heart of the city where the lights shine bright, there's a tale unfolding under the cover of night. The Federal Bureau, they've come to